Player customization in first-person shooters is always a touchy subject because the biggest issue is you're seeing from your own eyes, so the only person who's gonna bask in the glory of your original character is gonna be the guys shooting at you. This whole topic is entirely subjective, it's just how I personally feel. You're free to disagree. But in my opinion, I feel it makes sense that the logical next solution for customization would be customizing the weapon that you have in your hand at all times. If I could actually compliment anything about Halo 5's customization, it would be the amount of weapon skins to choose from. Well, it is easy to look at quite a lot of them and say that they just look like nonsense. That's mostly subjective, because what you view as garbage looking, someone else may actually think looks really cool. You've got to remember that we all have our own different tastes in color choices, patterns, and artistic styles. So while a majority of these weapon skins don't fit me personally, they definitely fit somebody else on the planet. In some instances, a camo on a gun can actually fix a lot of the issues that I didn't even realize I had. I'm not the biggest fan of the Halo 5 Carbine, but it wasn't until picking up Carbine variants with different skins when I realized it wasn't the design of the Carbine I didn't like. It was simply the color choice. In a lot of instances, I think that the weapon skins and the color choices on them can actually enhance the color of certain maps. For example, if you're going to play a map that is very, very yellow and orange, it's probably smart to run a blue weapon skin. It'll make everything pop a lot more and look more pleasing to the eyes. Some games are actually providing players paint shops so that they can create their own camos and share them with others if they don't like the camos that the game normally ships with. Gotta wait for that helicopter to pass. Jeez, that thing is loud! What would be very cool about a paint shop for Halo is we could possibly even share paints for guns on the file browser, just like maps or game modes. On top of just being a cool idea, Halo has all its different subgroups and people who like different aspects of the Halo universe, and a paint shop would be an amazing creative outlet for these people. There's a lot of people who really like the elites and their culture. Could you imagine if they began creating their own custom skins that were decorated with elite hieroglyphics and such? A paint shop would probably actually create a brand new Halo subgroup. People who just dedicate all day to creating the best and aesthetically pleasing looking Halo skins. We could even get different textures to apply to the gun, such as wood, metal, or something similar to some of the stuff we can do in Forge. We can do challenges on certain campaign missions to unlock certain textures that we can then paint our guns with. Or we could even download some of them post-launch as DLC or something like that. Now, one valid concern is that players would abuse this and run rampant with dick assault rifles in the online sphere. A good way to combat this would be to have reporting options so that players could report any obscene skins that they see, or simply the ability to turn off other players' skins, which some games do actually have, so that the only skin you'll ever see is your own one. It's very easy to get cold feet and say, no, it's too risky. But the fact of the matter is, Halo 5 already allows you to upload custom thumbnails to some of your maps that are shared on the file browser, and there are a couple of very sketchy looking thumbnails I've seen when browsing it. The solution would not be to remove the thumbnail creator, because there are a lot of really good thumbnails for people's maps that are made. And 343 already cracks down on a lot of these lewd thumbnails that we see popping up from time to time in the custom games browser. And just like the way that they crack down on these thumbnails, they could easily crack down on the weapon skins when people report them if we do get something like that. But as I said at the beginning of the video, it's entirely subjective. I just think it would be really, really cool if it had a weapon paint shop. What do you think? Comment down below, I'd like to hear some of you guys' opinions. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, remember to share, like, and I'll see you guys on the next video.